This is going to be a video that is by popular request. So let me tell you the story behind this. Okay, there is a star that is appears in the sky every night. It looks unusually bright. It just looks like a little too bright. And it's in the sky every night. It's not always in the same place, of course, but I mean, it's like, who is a freaking astronomer to fucking say, oh yeah, that's fucking 2 degrees off? Anyhow, but I have seen this same star, or quote unquote star, actually moving through the sky when I was in Vegas, actually. I mean, it's like I've noticed this star for quite some time now, and it just has always struck me as odd. And just one night when I was getting home from wherever I was at some casino or whatever, I lived in North Las Vegas, which was like I lived right up by the like last hill, little hills before you like actually leave Vegas on the north side. So, and Nellis Air Force Base was just right there. And so one night I was in my backyard just, smoking. And this star was moving through the sky, and it actually looked like a if it looked like a floodlight was being shined directly at my eyes. And it was moving across the sky, but it never lost that intensity of brightness as if it was if you can imagine a jumbo jet with with its headlights on, but coming directly at your eyes. Okay, that's how bright it looked. And as it kept going over my head, it still looked that bright. So it couldn't have been a jumbo jet, coming at me. It was just that bright, and it came across the sky, and I saw it go, and as it kept moving across the sky, it just got dimmer and dimmer and dimmer and dimmer and dimmer and dimmer until it just like disappeared. And I was like, "Oh my goodness." Because that was like, I knew that motherfucker was not a fucking star, but so anyhow, so later on, months and months had passed, and some time passed, we'll say, and that star still, it's like, I mean, just looking at it, it's just unusually bright. So one night, I decided to go out. This is now I'm in Pomona, so I decided to go out one night and capture photographs of this star with my Canon Rebel Xsi that has the like 75 time zoom lens, whatever. And so the problem that I was having was that I couldn't get the motherfucker in focus. Now I have a resolution for that problem, which is EOS Movie Record, which you actually can on your computer screen see what the viewfinder is seeing, and also focus right from your freaking desktop. But anyhow, so I had to take about, well, let's see how many images are in this folder. I think I shot like 300 or 400 exposures of this freaking star, just tweaking the focus ever so gingerly on my camera with my actual hands. And so, anyways, out of all of those freaking exposures, there was one, just one single image that came out in focus. And so let me show you like what I'm talking about. So imagine, okay, this right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. If you see here, all right. So right here we have some of those images. Let me get this freaking bitch smaller, man. What the fuck? This fucking bitch is a pain in my ass. Okay, so these here, see here, these are images. These are some of those images. So let me just show you what we need to do to these images. All right, so I'll open this image. So you basically just see like a little tiny speck right there, right? That is the star that I actually photographed with my Canon Rebel Xsi from Pomona, okay, with my zoom lens. So that's the only star you see there. And so then what I did was then I just zoomed in, zoomed in, zoomed in, zoomed in, zoomed in. Okay, gotta move it up a little bit. Just zoom in, 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 zoom in. And so needless to say, that is not in focus, right? And so I took about 300 exposures just like this, just tweaking it ever so slightly. See, here's another one. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And you know, that is out of focus as well, right? But there was one that actually was in focus, and let me show you what that one looks like right now. I actually already cropped it out. And see, here's some of other ones that weren't not in focus as well. See, I mean, it looks odd, but it's not in focus, and so you know, here's another one that's not in focus. But still, I was like, that thing is freaking odd. I need to get it in focus. And so I finally did, and let me show you what that looks like. Oh, I want to go. Oh, 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 what are you waiting for? Say goodbye to my heart. Alright, so here it is. This is like, I'll zoom in more, but this is cropped out of in one of those exposures. And this one was actually in focus. Okay, so I don't know about you, but it looks like there is this part right here that is glowing ever so much. And then you see halations, like there's light hitting here and here, which they look like wings to me, right? I mean, it's like, let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, it looks like, I mean, obviously, clearly, those are freaking wings, and that is a really bright freaking just dome of some sort. I don't know. It's like, but so that is it. Brought to you by popular request for the non-believers. You know who you are, bitches. Don't get it twisted.